Welcome to Job Bridges Japanese Language Training Center. We provide an online tutorial for people who aspires to work in Japan. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to keep you updated on our lessons to help you master Japanese language in no time.
Konnichiwa minasan! Welcome to lesson 44. In this lesson or in this video tutorial, I will be teaching you how to state something when it is over the top for you or in excess, or when it is easy to use, easy to eat, hard to drink, or hard to use, something like that. So let's begin. So first we have verb in its mass form, sugimasu. Adjective, sugimasu, remove the last e, and na adjective without the na, sugimasu. Again, verb mass form sugimasu, adjective sugimasu, and na adjective sugimasu. Sugimasu indicates that the degree of an action or a state is excessive. Again, it is excessive. Therefore, it is usually used with reference to undesirable states, or meaning it has a negative context. Example, Yube osaka yo nomi sugimashita. Again, Yube osaka yo nomi sugimashita. I drank too much last night. Nomi sugimasu meaning drank too much. But then again, since it happened last night, we use the past present form, past present form, which is the sugimashita. Again, Yube osaka yo nomi sugimashita. I drank too much last night. So the verb mass form of nomimasu is nomi, and then we added a sugimasu or sugimashita because this one is from last night. Another example. Kono seta wa oki sugimasu. The sweater is too large for the speaker. Again, kono seta wa oki sugimasu. The sweater is too large. See that the use or using sugimasu means that whatever is over the top or is excessive is in an undesirable state, or you don't want it, or it's too much for you. Wakarimashita? Wakatta ne? Now, sugimasu is classified as group 2 verb and therefore conjugates in the same way. For example, nomisugiru, nomisuginai, or nomisugita, because it is classified as a group 2 verb. So if you want to use the nai form, the verb form, or the ta form, classify it as a group 2 verb. Easy, right? Okay, so here are other examples. Saikin no kuruma wa sosa ga kantan sugite. Unten ga omoshiro konai desu. Again, Saikin no kuruma wa sosa ga kantan sugite. Unten ga omoshiro konai desu. The handling of recent cars is so easy that driving them is not so enjoyable for me. Next example. Ikura sugite mo nomisugiru to karada ni warui desho. Notice the nomisugiru to or the nomisugiru instead of saying nomisugimasu. Again, ikura sukite mo nomisugiru to karada ni warui desho. No matter how much you like it, drinking too much is bad for you. Of course, in this case, we are talking about drinking too much alcohol, not the water, of course. Okay? Again, no matter how much you like it, drinking too much is bad for your health. Ikura sugide mo nomisugiru to karada ni warui desho. So drink responsibly. Now, let's talk about saying something like easy to do, hard to read, easy to eat, easy to drink, and so on. With that, we use the verb in its mass form, yasui desu, or verb mass form, nikui desu. When you want to say something is easy to do, yasui desu. Now, when you want something is hard to do, nikui desu. So there are two uses for this sentence pattern. So the first one, these phrases depict the easiness or difficulty in handling or doing something. Again, depicting the easiness or difficulty in handling or doing something. Example, このパソコンは使いやすいです。このパソコンは使いやすいです。This personal computer is easy to use. Now, when you want to say something is difficult, or it's difficult to do something, 東京は住みにくいです。Living in Tokyo is difficult. Again, 東京は住みにくいです。Living in Tokyo is difficult. So the first one, the mass form of to use is tsukaimasu. So it's tsukai, and then adding yasui desu. Then sumimasu, to live is the mass form is the sumi, and then adding nikui desu, stating that difficult to live. Wakatta? Now, yasui desu and nikui desu can also depict the easiness or difficulty in the characteristics of an object or a person, changing or in the likelihood of something happening. Again, depicts the easiness or difficulty in the characteristics of an object or a person, changing or in the likelihood of something happening. Example, 白いシャツは汚れやすいです。Again, 白いシャツは汚れやすいです。A white shirt gets dirty easily. Of course, we all know that and we can relate to that, right? No matter how much we like wearing white shirts, we all know that it gets dirty easily. Now, another one. 雨の日は洗濯物が乾きにくいです。Again, 雨の日は洗濯物が乾きにくいです。Washing doesn't dry easily on a rainy day. You understand that, right? We all know the difficulty of, you just do your laundry and then suddenly it just rains, and then, the hassle of it not drying easily, right? Or of it being difficult to dry. わかりました? Now, take note that yasui desu and nikui desu functions as e adjectives and conjugates in the same way as other e adjectives. Example, この薬は砂糖を入れると飲みやすくなりましょう。Again, この薬は砂糖を入れると飲みやすくなりましょう。Or if you add some sugar to this medicine, it will be easier to take. Just of course, if some people doesn't like drinking bitter medicines, right? So sometimes they would add sugar, especially for the kids. So notice that nomiyasui became nomiyasuku and then adding narimashu. Another example. このコップは割れにくくて安全でしょう。This glass won't break easily, so it's safe to use. So from 割れにくい, because you wanted to add another adjective in the sentence for the cup, it became 割れにくくて and then 安全でしょ。So this glass won't break easily, so it's safe. このコップは割れにくくて安全でしょ。Now, I have another sentence pattern here for you. So, E adjective, removing the last E and changing it into ku, shimasu. Na adjective, removing the na, changing it into ni, shimasu. And then noun ni shimasu. So, what is this sentence pattern used for? So, while ku ni narimasu, from what you've learned in lesson 19, indicates that something turns into a certain state, ku or ni shimasu, as shown in the example afterwards, indicates that somebody turns something into a certain state. Again, somebody turns something into a certain state. So don't confuse this with lesson 19, okay? The ku or ni narimasu means something turned into a certain state. With ku ni shimasu, somebody turns something into a certain state. 覚えてね。Example. Oto wo okiku shimasu. Again, oto wo okiku shimasu. I will turn up the volume. Heya wo kirei ni shimasu. I will clean my room. And Shou no ryo wo hanbun ni shimashita. Again, shou no ryo wo hanbun ni shimashita. Or I reduced the amount of salt by half. Again, somebody change the state of something. わかりました皆さん? Now, how about noun ni shimasu? Again, noun ni shimasu. Noun ni shimasu expresses selection and or a decision. Example. Heya wa single ni shimasu ka? Twin ni shimasu ka? Again, heya wa single ni shimasu ka? Twin ni shimasu ka? Would you like a single room or a twin room? Notice that the noun single or shinguru, then adding ni shimasu, or the twin ni shimasu, making the listener choose or decide between the two selections. Another example. Kaigi wa ashita ni shimasu. Again, kaigi wa ashita ni shimasu. I will set the meeting for tomorrow. Again, changing or making the decision to change the meeting into tomorrow. わかりました皆さん? わかったね.
Alright, that's just it for today. See you on our next videos. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to keep you updated on our lessons so you can master Japanese language in no time.